The following is a commercial presentation on behalf of Vision Cruise.
Welcome to the Cruise Show. I'm Carly and this is John. Well, today's show is absolutely jam-packed with value for money because we are cruising with P&O Cruises, and just wait till you see the incredible deals we've got in store for you, as well as the wonderful ports of call you could be visiting as well. So make sure you are sitting comfortably because I think we are going to be tempting you into your first or next cruise holiday. But first of all, to tell us a little bit more about P&O Cruises, it's the cruise man himself, Mr. John Cooper.
Thanks so much indeed, Carly. Well, P&O Cruises, they are British cruising at its best. All they do is aim it fairly at the British cruise market. Now, that means it's food that you're going to love. It means it's pound sterling on board. It means things like 13-amp plugs. It means there's everything about Britain that you love on board, including the beers and the wines. It's the whole experience. And then the places you're going to go. Once you've been on a P&O cruise, you know, the vast majority of people go back with them again because they love the whole atmosphere on board. And that's what it's all about. You'll feel special. You'll feel treated. You'll feel like no other. And I'll tell you right now, once you've done it, you'll be back for more. Everybody does come back for more, I'm telling you.
Yes, they really do. And wait until you see how low the deposits are to secure today's cruises. And not only that, wait until you see the onboard credit you're going to be getting as well. And we're going to start out with a lovely cruise around Portugal and Spain on board P&O's beautiful Britannia. So let's join John for a little look around.
The great thing about being on a ship like Britannia is the amount of deck space that you have. There's so much of it, and you can just relax in this area or many other areas. I'll just go and have a look at some more. Well, we may be cruising the ocean's waves, but it doesn't mean you miss out on all your favourite things. So what? I think I'll have an Americano. Here in the Market Cafe in the centre of the atrium of the ship, this is where you get all their cheeses and also Eric Landlard's cakes as well. They do afternoon tea here, which is absolutely scrumptious. And the good thing I've heard is there are no calories at sea. Well, they say there are no calories at sea, but just in case one or two sneak on board, we've got just the answer. It's a gymnasium, and what a great fitness centre it is too, with loads of great equipment, and you can easily get started, and there's classes too. Here on Britannia, retail therapy is part of the holiday experience, with so many great brands to look at as well. And remember, it's all duty-free. One of the best parts of any P&O Cruises holiday are the excursions, because there's so many of them, and it really brings the ports alive. The destinations come to you as well. And now they've got a new touchscreen booking system. You know, I love this area of Britannia. It's serenity. It's an adult-only area of the ship where you can relax and enjoy yourself and just take it all in. And if you do have kids, they're probably having the time of their life in Reef as well. A bit like me, really. Do you know there's so much on Britannia for kids of every age? I think every family would truly, truly love a holiday here because, well, if the kids are having a good time, so are you. And on board, they also have their own puppet show. Meet Chris and Richard. Now behave yourself, boys. Do you know, if you want to find out more about the shore excursions or watch live TV, including news and sport, or watch a movie on demand or maybe a television programme on demand, you can do. It's all on the in-house TV service and it's all included. Yeah, the biggest cruise ship ever built for the British market. The Britannia is the flagship of the fleet, and she's truly, truly wonderful. Now, this is a holiday going around Portugal and Spain on the 29th of April this year for 12 nights, in and out of Southampton. It's just a deposit you need right now, and wait till you find out how much that is. Going to cruise out from Southampton, and our first port of call is Lisbon. Now, Lisbon, so much going on here, there really is. You know, we pull in as well, you're right close to the city centre. I would get the hop-on, hop-off tour bus here. Make sure you get the most of your time. Then we're into Cadiz, once again, a lovely city. Steeped in history. You can also go to Seville for the day here as well, see the dancing horses. Then we're up to Barcelona. Once again, so why don't you go to Ferrari World while you're here? It's a new place, it's just opened about an hour away from Barcelona, it's lovely. Then we're across to the island of Ibiza. Do you know what? I'd go to the hippie market while you're here, save yourself a few pop. And then Ibiza town, it's gorgeous, the castle, lovely. Then we're across to Cartagena. Once again, there's the Roman ruins here of the amphitheatre and the Roman walls, and the port area is just gorgeous, it's a lovely marina. Then we're into Gibraltar, a little bit of Britain, on the cusp of the Mediterranean, and the views from the top of the rock across the Med, and it's just wonderful. Duty free, of course, as well, which makes it even better, really, doesn't it? You know, let's cut to the chase. Then we're back into Southampton, £849, but that's not all. I'm also going to give you some onboard credit. 90 quid's worth of onboard credit to spend on anything you like. If you want to go to the duty-free shop, you can do. If you want to go buy some shore excursions, you can do. If you want to buy a few bottles of wine, you can do that as well. It's up to you. That £90 is for you. And then there's the deposit. Just £45. £45, you've got it secured. It's yours for 45 quid. All you need to do is dial that number on the bottom of the screen, or go to the website visioncruise.co.uk and you can book it live right now online. It's easy and you can do it.
Well, what a lovely time of year, the beginning of the summer, to be heading off to these beautiful ports of call and on board that fantastic cruise ship. It just looks wonderful, doesn't it? And the food on a P&O ship and the entertainment are just second to none. Let's have a little sail back through those details. So we're going to be sailing you out from Southampton, heading for our first port of call, Lisbon, the Portuguese capital. The main square there is great for a spot of people watching and some local cuisine as well. Then from there, we are off to Cadiz. You could head to Seville for the day to soak up its rich history. Before we arrive into Barcelona, I'd recommend the hop-on, hop-off bus here. A great way to see all the highlights like Las Ramblas, the football stadium, maybe the Picasso Museum. Before we arrive into Ibiza, Ibiza is just a beautiful island. It's a fairly small island and there's lots of pretty beaches and markets as well. Then we're off to Cartagena, one of Spain's busiest commercial centres, and there's a beautiful castle to stroll around as well. Before we arrive into our final port of call, Gibraltar. I love Gibraltar, I'm sure you will too. The trip inside the caves of the rock are really interesting, and you can meet those cheeky Barbary apes as well. Then we'll be sending you back in to Southampton, and all of that from just £849 per person, including your £90 per stateroom of onboard credit. And if you'd like the prices there, perhaps to upgrade to a balcony stateroom, you can just give us a call and we'll quote you separately for that. And there's some even more onboard credit in store for you if you upgrade for a balcony stateroom. So get yourself on the phone. It's 0800 655 6449. Well, we're going to move on to our next itinerary now, and we are heading to the Canary Islands on board P&O's Oceania. So let's rejoin John and take a look at the Oceania.
You know, this is what I love about the ship. It's the atrium. It's the true heartbeat of the ship. From here, you've got so many things. You've got restaurants, bars, receptions just over there. It's a whole lease of life to the ship. And with the glass lifts as well, oh my goodness, this is a place you'll be going to spend a lot of time. You know, I just love the open decks on board the ship. There are so many different places, from the back deck with the swimming pool and jacuzzis to the 2 swimming pools on main deck and all these wonderful sunbeds. I'm sure one of them's got your name on it. The one thing that will knock you out about any P&O cruise is the entertainment on board, and it really is special. Some big star names and some that will really surprise you. Find out that you've got them on board. This is the Starlight Lounge, and my goodness me, I've had some great entertainment here. I've laughed out loud and I've sang along, and you'll be doing the same too. So I got here a bit early tonight just to get myself a front row seat. Well, if you want to look up on your next destination or really get in depth in the research, this is the place to head, the library. Well, I've got all the research I need. I'm on my way. One of the great things about being on a P&O cruise holiday is the fact of the choice you have. It's all the things that you love about home as well. Things like branded coffees that you know and love. I don't know whether I have a latte or Americano, or maybe even a mocha. Choice, choice, choice. Do you know what? This is one of the best meals I've ever had. And seeing we're off the coast of Italy, you can't not have a taste of Italy, can you? So I've gone for another course. Fantastic. Do you know, one of the problems when you get the dessert menu is there's so many good things on it. I just don't know what to have. It's down to 3. So I'll have all 3. The trio of desserts. Oh, this looks good. It's so lucky there are no calories at sea. This is the part of the reef for the smaller children, and they've got everything here, from a pool full of balls, they've got toys you could galore, crafts, art, jigsaws, and do you know what, they've even got dressing up outfits. I could be a fireman or a doctor. The choice. It's a lovely ship. I really enjoyed my time there. It's a really comfy ship as well. You're going to enjoy it. We're going here to the Canary Islands on the 3rd of December for 12 nights. Yeah, you're going to be back on the 15th of December. Plenty of time for Christmas. And you're going to have a suntan as well. And there's duty frees on the way around as well. I'll explain that to you in a few moments' time. So you turn up in Southampton, they take your luggage. The next time you see it, it's at your stateroom. You're going to saunter onto the ship and up to the buffet. Everybody does. Then we're going to cruise out. Our first port of call is Madeira, the garden island, with its bougainvillea cascading down. And also there'll be the poinsettias this time of year as well, making it absolutely look gorgeous. All the reds and the greens. Do you know, what a way to start your Christmas cruise. Then we're into Tenerife, once again duty free, and once you get on board on shore here, you go to places like the Loro Park, which you'll love, La Palma, which is one of the smallest of the Canary Islands, lovely for walks. The whole island is a national park. It's incredible to see. Then we're into Lanzarote. Once again, Lanzarote is lovely, and you know, some of the places you go, the Blue Lagoon here is incredible, and the national park, got to be seen to be believed. Then we're going to cruise you back into Lisbon. Lisbon, under the April 25th bridge. Once again, it'll be dressed for Christmas as well. And you know what capital cities are like when they're dressed for Christmas? Absolutely incredible. Look at this, £749. £749 plus the deposit, just 40 quid. For the two of you, 80 quid. Holiday's yours. And I don't like you going short. My pre-Christmas present to you, 90 quid on board credit. 90 quid to spend on anything you like. Maybe get yourself a couple of bottles of wine. Maybe buy some presents to take home with you. It's entirely up to you. For £749, you're going to get 12 nights. This is like 63 quid a night. Full board. 5-course evening meals. You know, I mean, you saw the quality of the food. It's incredible. If you want to know any more information, call the number on the bottom of the screen. Our girls and boys are here to help you, and they really can help you to get this. And remember, £40 per person deposit. This is going to go like, whoa. Get on board while you can.
Well, I mentioned value for money at the beginning of the show, and there it is right there. £40 per person deposit, under £63 a night, and $749 per person. What incredible value for money is that when you think of everything that's included and onboard credit as well. Get yourself on the phone because this is absolutely going to fly off the shelves. Let's have a little sail back through those details. So we're going to sail you out from Southampton and head for our first port of call, Madeira. And it's easy to see why it's called the Garden Islands. We've got beautiful displays of subtropical plants and flowers at every turn. And if you're feeling adventurous, maybe go canyoning or deep sea fishing while you're there. Then we're off to Tenerife, the largest of the Canary Islands. And the cruise port Santa Cruz has everything from classy bars and restaurants, a variety of shops to interesting museums. From there, we're off to La Palma, one of the smaller islands. It's a picturesque island with beautiful black sandy beaches. Then we're into Lanzarote, head to Fire Mountain in the Timofaya National Park for moonlight volcanic views. You can even try a camel ride while you're there and maybe stop off at a local vineyard on the way back. Then from there we are off to our final port called Lisbon. Do make sure you're out on the deck for the sail into Portugal's capital, as you can spot some of the city's highlights as you pass, including the Belém Tower. Then when you're there, the choice is yours. There's so much going on, maybe a 4x4 adventure to some of the nearby villages. Then we're going to sail you back into Southampton, and those fares start at just $749 per person with £90 per stateroom of on-board credit for you to spend on whatever you like. Maybe a shore excursion or head to the duty-free shops, get in there first, ladies, and get a nice bottle of perfume, I say.
I'll tell you what, if you upgrade to an ocean view or a balcony as well, you get more on-board credit, so it could be worth thinking about that. When you call up, ask about those, because I'll tell you what, it can really be worth your while.
Absolutely, yes. And you can always put that against things like your drinks as well. Oh. What more do you want? Get yourself on the phone. It's 0800 655 6449. Well, we're going to move on to our next itinerary now, and we are taking you on board beautiful P&O's Ventura. Let's join Richard for a little look around.
Welcome on board Ventura, one of the largest ships in the P&O Cruises fleet, and there is so much going on around the ship all day and all night. Whether you're cruising as a family, as a couple or as a solo traveller, there are lots of facilities going around the ship. So join me as we have a look around Ventura. Well, I've made it on board. It's time to come and explore what the accommodation is about. And P&O Cruises offer everything from inside to ocean views, balconies and even suites. Should we have a look? I'm in an inside stateroom on board Ventura, and one of the things is there's so much space here that you could be enjoying. Plenty of storage space if you're bringing your dresses for the formal evenings on board. There's a well-equipped bathroom, and of course there's the British favourites that you'll know and love with P&O Cruises, including tea and coffee making facilities, and those British 3-pin plugs, so there's no need to bring any adapters. You can keep all your tablet devices, phones and cameras all charged so you can take pictures of all those fabulous destinations. So I've unpacked, and now it's time to discover what's going on around the ship. This is the Horizon newspaper. It's delivered every day. It will tell you what's going on around the ship from early in the morning right up until the early hours of the following morning. I'm going to have a look at what the dress code is and see what the entertainment's like this evening. So here we are in a typical balcony cabin on board. It's very similar to an interior or an ocean view, but it allows that little bit of extra room with your own balcony, which makes it very spacious and airy on board. Now it's great if you're cruising with the family. You can see here we're set up for the younger cruisers, so you know they can have a fantastic time on board. I think I'm just going to go and sit on the balcony and soak up some sunshine. Well, here we are, top deck of Ventura. There are 4 swimming pools on Ventura, so you can have a splash when you're on your cruise adventure. There are plenty of sun lounges if you fancy just chilling out by the pool with a book, with a drink in your hand. And if you need a drink, you'll find that from the Breakers Bar, which is here. And if you fancy a spot of lunch, head to the poolside grill. Do you know what? I could stay here all day. Welcome to Reef on board Ventura. This is the kids club, so much fun going on here. Now you can bring your children here, aged between 0 and 17, and they'll be divided with kids of their own age, so they'll be having fun making things, designing things, playing games and having activities all throughout the day, whilst you can be enjoying the facilities around the ship. Well, this is the retreat on board Ventura. At the front of the ship, if you fancy escaping all the hustle and bustle of the top deck, you can come here for a small cover charge and enjoy just quiet relaxation for the whole entire day. Well, this is the dining options on board the main dining room. We've got two options for you here, cinnamon or saffron, where you can head to. There is club dining, which is the same table every evening at the same set time, or you can choose freedom dining, where you can come as you wish throughout the evening. But whichever time you choose, you'll always enjoy the same fantastic food. Welcome to Epicurean. This is a speciality fine dining restaurant. Now you can eat here for a cover charge from just £28 per person, and you can get some great traditional English dishes, like we've got the Devonshire white crab to start with. We can have the pork fillet for our main, and something that I'm looking forward to here, the caramelised apple crumble. Now you can also head here for afternoon tea as well, which is served here and also in the main restaurant. That's with Eric Landlards, and from just £15 per person. But make sure you pre-book it when you come on board so you don't miss out. Welcome to the Arena Theatre here on board Ventura, and what a great venue it is. It's so big. Now you can come here for the main show that takes place every evening. That could be a show that can incorporate a guest act that comes on board, a magician, a vocalist, a musician, a guest entertainer, or of course there's the resident ship band, where you can enjoy live evening entertainment. Well, sadly my time has come to an end on board Ventura, and I can't wait to get back on for my next cruise holiday. You can see she is facility rich and a great choice for all the family. P&O Cruises is all about quintessential British quality.
It's incredible, isn't it? It really is. And have you seen this? Talk about value for money. £649 for 11 nights. We're going around Portugal and Spain here on the 12th of November. It's just a deposit. And by the way, £35 deposit, a £35 deposit, and you're on board. You turn up at Southampton, they take your luggage, they look after all that, and next time you see it's at your stateroom, we're going to cruise out. Our first port of call, Lisbon. And as we said before, it's the cruise into Lisbon that's absolutely breathtaking. You're going to get there, and once again, there's so much to see and do in Lisbon. Capital cities there always are. Once again, we'll send you information about the excursions before you go. Next port of call, Valencia. Do you know what? The museums here are wonderful. They've got a technology museum. You've just got to go and have a look around. It's incredible. Then we're into Cartagena. Once again, a lovely port. They've got the Roman amphitheatre, which is going to be lovely. It's really gorgeous. Then Gibraltar. The Rock itself, duty-free shopping. It's all brands you'll know and love as well. Pound sterling too, so you're not worried about, exchange rates. Then we're into Cadiz in Spain. That's where you go to Seville for the day. See the dancing horses, maybe see the home of flamenco. You'll really enjoy that. And then we're back into Southampton. £649. We're talking here £59 a night. £59 a night. Plus, I'm also going to give you some spending money as well. £80 per room on board credit. £80 to spend on anything. Your duty frees, drinks while you're on board, maybe take an excursion. It's your money. £59 and just a £35 deposit. It's £649 and just a £35 deposit. I'd get on the phone if I were you.
I would definitely get on the phone with you. Need I say any more? Let's take a sail back through the details. So we're going to be sailing you out from Southampton, heading for our first port of call, Lisbon. Perhaps try an off-road trip here to nearby villages, or just enjoy a stroll around the beautiful streets of Lisbon itself. Then from there, we're going to sail you off to Valencia, and you'll find most of the attractions around the central square where the town hall is, and the museums are well worth a visit. From there, we're off to Cartagena, maybe stroll around the castle and the lovely city walls as well. They're great to do. Then we're off to Gibraltar. Maybe do a little bit of duty-free shopping. It'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? And take a trip up the rock and see those beautiful views as well. Then from there, we're going to sail you into Cadiz. Maybe just enjoy a stroll around this lovely old town, or head to the romantic city of Seville and stroll the winding streets. And then we are going to sail you back into Southampton, and all of that from that incredible price of £649 per person. £59 per night. We're even giving you £80 per room on board credit. What are you waiting for? Get yourself on this before it sells out. 0800 655 6449. But it's now time for our quick picks.
And the first of our quick picks is on the Britannia, going around the northern waters in the UK on the 29th of March 2019. This is for 7 nights, going from Southampton to Rotterdam, where we're going to overnight in port, then to Zeebrugge, St Peter Port in Guernsey, and then back into Southampton. 7 nights, £669, and we're going to give you £60 on board credit per room, 60 quid, and that is just a £35 deposit if you want to book it right now. What an incredible deal. Numbers on the bottom of the screen. Get involved. Then we're on the Oceania, going around the Spanish Mediterranean. This on the 28th of October for 12 nights. From Southampton to La Coruña, Cadiz, Valencia, Cartagena, Gibraltar, Lisbon, and then back into Southampton. £799. But not also, we're going to give you 90 quid on board credit, and it's only a £40 deposit. £40 deposit if you want to get hold of that right now. The number's on the bottom of the screen. And then we've got the Azura on the 26th of March 2019 for 12 nights from Southampton to Madeira, La Palma, Tenerife, Lanzarote, Lisbon, and then back into Southampton. 12 nights away to the Canaries, £849 plus £80 on board credit. If you want to secure it right now, just 45 quid each deposit. 45 quid each deposit, and that's yours. Just call the number on the bottom of the screen.
Well, if you've never cruised before, with low deposits like these, low fares like these, and onboard credit thrown in, what are you waiting for? Now is the time to just do it. Get yourself on the phone. And if you'd like to upgrade to Ocean View or Balcony, give us a call and we'll quote you separately, because there's even a fair bit of onboard credit in store for you. But from myself and John, we'll see you next time.
This is the life. Carry on cruising.
You've been watching a commercial presentation on behalf of Vision Cruise.